Hi, and welcome to Gut Health. You know, we have a second brain in our gut, and if we're so polluted with crap, oh, that's funny, with the stuff we eat, how can our gut instinct work? So today we will be connecting the gut brain, the brain, and the heart. That will be one of the activations. But what we got to do first is I'm going to tell you how I did this and how it's helped me. And I'm going to show you supplements I've been using and what they've done for me. And then we'll do all the energetic stuff because it's really important to listen to our gut instinct. And if we're so polluted, it's hard to hear our gut instinct and we get confused. And, you know, I think your gut instinct is much more important than your brain thought, because your brain thought is really just like a computer running off of your subconscious belief systems. So it's really, really important to have really good gut health. Plus, it's going to affect your whole body. Your gut health affects everything in your body, everything. Your skin, your hair, your nails, your organs. Um, I had liver pain. I'm thinking back to 2015 and overgrowth of candida. I'm thinking 15 to 20 years when I started mapping this back. I've had times because I'd always hear candida cleanse. So I would go through these 30-day cleanses and do the candida cleanse and think I had it in order. No, I just ran into a friend in a crop circle in England that I hadn't seen in a while, and he had gotten in really good shape. And then I saw him, and he was poof, all bloated again. Same thing I just saw with my mom. She knows to stay away from bread, and last time I saw her, her stomach was all swollen again. So I know she went back into it, and the cravings. When you have candida and parasites, they crave sugar, they crave bread, they crave pasta, muffins, pancakes, cookies, whatever is going to feed them because they live on bread and sugar or flour and sugar. That's what it lives on. So even if you do like a 30-day cleanse, that's not going to do anything. It's going to get it in somewhat order where you feel a little bit better, but it's not going to line it up. Last year, a year ago this time, I had the constant runs, and I got to the point where I wasn't even digesting my food. And I could see what I ate come out in the toilet. And if I ate sugar, chocolate, bread, I got to the point where I was running to the bathroom. Full on water run, which was, of course, dehydrating me. And my liver hurt. And a couple years ago, 2015, I did my first liver cleanse. I did a liver gallbladder cleanse. And you guys, I'm going to get really graphic in this, okay? Just to let you know how I am. I'm real, I'm honest, and I tell you how it is. So, goosebumps. So 2015, I was in Turkey and I was hanging out with these very educated, lovely people that had these machines and stuff that could run diagnostics on your body. And anyway, so I did my first liver cleanse there. You know, you drink the apple juice for 5 days, and then you drink olive oil and like grapefruit juice, and then you drink some Epsom salt water to flush it out. Well, when I pooped, this huge solid poop came out at that time, and it was white. It was covered in white, which is yeast. I had a white poop. It looked like somebody chalked it. Blew me away. So then a couple years ago, I did 6 gallbladder liver cleanses. And I got to where, because you pass these like green things and these brown things, and these are gallstones. in your liver and your gallbladder. And I felt a lot better after I did those 6 cleanses. My liver stopped hurting and everything else. And I got down to where it was like sand. And they say when you get down to sand, you're good. So I did 6 of those. They can be really brutal, especially the Epsom salt part, because it just drains you and knocks you out. But it was a really good healing. And what happens is your gallbladder replaces it, does like an oil change for your gallbladder, because the bio in your gallbladder doesn't automatically replace itself. So to do a liver cleanse is really, really good for you. I would do some research on it. And there's other ways to do it also. I haven't done another one of those yet because it just freaked me out. So I started using castor oil, putting it on my liver with a heat pack, and that helped me too. And so last year I started doing some research. And on YouTube. I like YouTube for research. I don't like Google for research because it just sends you to doctor sites and stuff. It's not going to give you the truth. But if you research on YouTube, you're going to get a lot more information. And so I started doing apple cider vinegar. I discovered turpentine and Dr. Jennifer Daniels. I would definitely write that, Dr. Jennifer Daniels, down and check out her website. And I discovered turpentine, but because of the collective consciousness belief system on turpentine is poison, it scared the crap out of me to use it. So I started using apple cider vinegar, and I started using black seed oil. And this is black seed oil. And that started helping my gut health because my gut hurt all the time. And even last August, when I started this, my gut hurt. My insides hurt. My liver hurt. And I knew I had to heal it. I knew I wasn't going to go to the doctors to do it because I knew I wasn't going to get right information. Not that doctors are bad, but for health like this, they know prescriptions. They know how to help you that way. And I knew that wasn't what I needed. So I'm not ditching doctors here at all. I'm just sharing with you my experience. So I started using black seed oil and apple cider vinegar, and that started helping. And then I started with the turpentine, and I didn't take any this morning. I'm going to take it with you guys so I can show you what I do. But this is the turpentine. Turpentine is 100% pine needle oil, pressed. And if you look at a lot of the biblical type things, they're always holding a pine cone, right? The pine cone is the pineal gland, right? And in the Bible, my brother was telling me this last year, that the pine tree is the evergreen tree, which is the tree of life. And the people that were really connected were always holding a pine cone. So this is going to decalcify your pineal gland is one of the things it's going to do. And a lot of the foods we're on and stuff just shuts that down. And this is the master cell of your body. It's very important. It runs your whole body and your intuition. So it's a master gland, and it's this little tiny pea-sized thing in your brain. So it's very, very important for body health. So I started using it, and I started getting better, and I actually started getting poops instead of the squirts. And it was like straw size for a long time. And then again, if I ate sugar, and it's hard, man. I'm still doing this. You know, almost a year later, I'll have a half a bagel a couple times a week at breakfast. And I know it's not good for me. I can handle a half a bagel now a couple times a week. My granddaughter's here, so we got cookies and popcorn and all the crap for kids, right? It was good, healthy kind of crap, but it was still crap. And I ate a lot of it. And it affected me a little bit, but not like it did before. So, you know, I eat my cookies and then I take my turpentine. Seriously? So listen to this story. My brother started on the turpentine. He was living with me when I was in Oregon last year. And I got it. He would come home from work. He's a welder. He's a builder, boat builder, right? So he's in and out of boats up and down. He would come home and say, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't work anymore. I'm in too much pain all the time. And my brother loves his bread. And he's all, I don't know what I'm going to do. And he was taking 9 Advil a day. 9 Advil a day. You know how bad that is for your body? And then they tell you only to take 2 a day. And he was taking 9 because he was in so much pain. He would come home exhausted. He would eat dinner and he would go to bed. And I got him to start doing the turpentine. Within 3 days, I noticed a huge shift in his energy, in his mood. Within 30 days, he was off of the Advil. He was taking like 1 a week, 1 a month, instead of 9 a day. And then the last time I talked to him, he told me he woke up in the morning. So, okay, so he did his turpentine. We're talking August last year. Okay, so 11 months ago. He, last time I talked to him, he said he woke up really sick with a snotty, green snot, right, in his head and his chest and everything. He took 1 teaspoon of the turpentine. He woke up the next morning completely clear. Completely clear. And the Merck manual, which Dr. Jennifer Daniels talks about, turpentine was listed as the cure for disease in 1899. And the Merck manual is a doctor's manual for like 90% of the diseases. And if you read in that, I don't know where I was going with that, but let me tell you, in 1920, they took that out when Big Pharma came in. And I was talking to my mom's husband the other day. He's 88. And he's, oh, turpentine. We used to take that as a kid on sugar once a week. So you can get to where you do it if you want to do this. And then you get down where you do it once a week or twice a month. Maintenance, I think, is 2 days in a row, once a month. You can look on YouTube. There's videos of this guy that did it for 40 days in a row. I listen to my body. Sometimes I give myself a break, but today I'm going to do it, and today will be my 3rd day in a row doing it. I really feel like it saved my life in so many ways because I was going through so many transformations over the last couple of years, and last year was huge for me. Huge, huge, huge shifts. And what a difference. What an absolute difference this has made in my life. Some countries, I don't know if you can get it or not, but you can definitely get it in the United States. You can get it in the UK. It's really expensive in the UK. So I would definitely check that out. And black seed oil is absolutely amazing. It helps with sleep too. And then I was doing some more research, and I don't remember the doctor's name on YouTube, but he was talking about ox bile. And this feeds your liver and helps with digestion. So this is something else I got and I added in. Really helps with the digestion, because what happened with me with the candida is when you get that candida overgrowth, it ends up going into your organs, goes into your liver. That's why I was having liver pain. It goes into your lungs. I find if I eat sugar or crap, the next morning I wake up with a cough. Yesterday I was congested. And what I do if I wake up congested or if my liver hurts, I put some on my hands and I rub it right on my chest. I rub it anywhere I hurt or I'm in pain, and within a couple hours I notice a difference. So I know this was killing all of this off, and the first couple days, um, you could feel really toxic. I don't have my activated charcoal on the table with me, but activated charcoal will pull the poisons out. So you take the turpentine. Don't do it if you're on prescription medication, right? 2 hours after, 2 hours before, okay? Because you don't want to do the activated charcoal because it pulls everything out. So, and then I would take a couple caplets of activated charcoal, and that would pull the toxins out. So, so sugar, which includes fruit sugar, you guys, fruit juices and stuff, will also affect that. Like last October when I was in Mexico, I was drinking these fruit juices every morning. Huge congestion, huge congestion. I hadn't linked it to the candida yet at that time. And I knew I wasn't sick, but I was like coughing really bad. And then actually talking to Dr. Sankey, I had a session with him on the phone, and he says, you've got a candida growth and it's going in your lungs and your liver. I went, oh my God, that's so right. That's so right. So, so I've heard about this stuff and I've done it before. I did it, it was a different brand, but this is Candex. And lately I've been doing Candex on top of all this stuff. Yes, that's right. But a couple weeks ago, I started Candex. And I started noticing my urine was cloudy. And I'm all, why is my urine cloudy? That kind of scared me. Why, cloudy urine, what's up with that? You think you have an infection or something. And I heard that's the candida out of your body being flushed out from the Candex. So most likely it's been in my kidneys and bladder and everything else too. So the Candex is really helping, and what it does is digest fungal cell walls, yeast management, right? For intestinal balance. So it digests the fungal cell walls. So what the candida does is puts like these layers in your intestines and stuff. And this helps break down those layers and flush it out. So I've noticed my stomach's getting flatter and flatter with using this too. So it's really a combination of things. I don't know how overgrown you are, but I was bad. I was really bad where I was in pain, liver pain. My stomach, again, I had the runs all the time. Oh, and then, liver health has to do with hemorrhoids too. Did you know that? And as of like 10 years ago, I got a hemorrhoid in the inside of my rectum. And sorry, this is going to be really gross, you guys. And it would hurt when I'd poop. And if I had a solid poop, it would bleed. And then from having the runs or anything, and any time I went to the bathroom, I would have to use a Q-tip with like coconut oil or something to clean the inside of my rectum, because anything on that burned like a son of a gun. So that's been getting better and better and better, right? But I was still having to clean it. And and I've heard seriously, probably for 9 months, use the turpentine in your rectum. No, 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 that's too scary. I'm not doing that, right? So a couple weeks ago, I dipped a Q-tip in castor oil and then dipped it in turpentine and cleaned the inside of my rectum. I think the hemorrhoids are completely gone. It shifted it like in a day, in 2 days. And if I don't have an opportunity to clean, there's no problem. So I'm still using it a couple days a week to make sure that it's all gone away and stuff to keep, keep healing that. So I know this is really, really personal, but how can I help you if I'm not completely and totally real with you guys? I have solid real poops now. But I went from the total runs to almost constipation and hard poops and hard to get out. So I started using the ox bile in the digest, and that's really helped with that too. It's just smooth, it's easy going, and I believe that if I do another liver gallbladder cleanse, maybe 2 or 3 of them, that I won't need these anymore. So I'm ready to do that again. But with the hemorrhoids and everything, the thought of drinking that Epsom salt water burned the crap out of my hemorrhoids. I mean, it was painful. So the thought of doing that, I was like, no. So I'm ready to do that again. Castor oil is also really good to do hot packs of castor oil. You can put it on a cheesecloth or something. You put it right in your liver, gallbladder, gut, wherever, and you put a heating pad on it for like 20 minutes. It helps it absorb in. I'll just get it and just rub it on me. And I love castor oil. I think it's amazing. And those are like ancient things that don't cost any money. So you don't know about it, you know, and the same thing with apple cider vinegar. You know, it's starting to come out now. You can take like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, preferably with the mother, and like 6-8 ounces of water in the morning. That will really, really help you. I take it all the time. I've now discovered it in pills. Love the pills because you just have this little sheet of like 15 pills or something. I carry it in my purse, and before I eat, you know, if I go out to a restaurant, I'll take one with water, and then it helps the digestion because a lot of us don't have enough acid in our stomach. Like if you're having acid reflux and stuff like that, it's most likely that you don't have enough acid in your stomach to break all that down. So that's my talk on all of this stuff and what I do. Oh, I told you I would take my my turpentine, so I need a spoon and sugar. I'll be right back. Oh, and with this, you guys, I've dropped two sizes. I'm down 2 sizes, almost 2.5 in the last year. And I'm now ready to go down another size. One more. I got one more to go. So you take your sugar. It should be raw. I mean, not raw. It should be crap. It should be the white, refined, yucky sugar is best. Because what happens when you take it with the sugar is the candida loves the sugar, right? So it comes out to eat the sugar, and then it takes the turpentine with it, and it kills it off. Also, when you do research, people talk about doing a teaspoon of this and finding worms in their urine or their poop, all kinds of stuff. I haven't seen anything like that. Also, you can start with a little bit. I mean, you can start with like 7 drops in a glass of water if you want. I didn't start with a teaspoon. I started with like 1/4 a teaspoon. And now I'm doing a teaspoon. So you just pour it on sugar. You can see this. So just pour it on sugar and take it. Not that bad with sugar. They also say to take it with castor oil. I chew up the sugar. The only thing I have here is raw cane sugar, so it's real chunky. Anyways, so let's clear, you know, that's a good one. Clear collective beliefs about what's good and bad for you. Because a friend of mine just posted this picture of this lady sitting there with her Coca-Cola and all of her crap she's eating and her pharmaceuticals, and then this other girl standing there with a marijuana plant. And the old lady with all of her prescription drugs is going, drug addict. And the girl's going, what? It's like, perfect. Because a lot of the things we believe is good for us isn't. And a lot of the things that are really good for us, we're told that they're not. And then things that are not good for us, we're told that they are. I mean, let's go into canola oil. Canola oil, you know the name of canola oil? It's rapeseed oil. Rapeseed oil. Do you really think that'd be good for you? Just think about it. They changed the name to canola oil. All the restaurants are frying with it. I hear these chefs, even these organic chefs, cooking with it. I bought this organic. I didn't read all the ingredients, but when I was in England, I bought this organic face moisturizer, right? Oh, cool. All organic and natural. And I'm putting it on. I keep hearing, read the ingredients. So finally, I look at the ingredients. Rapeseed oil. It's like, seriously? That's like putting motor oil on your face. What the hell is that going to do for you? I use coconut oil. I use castor oil. I use sea butter or shea butter or whatever that stuff is. That's what I use. I now brush my teeth with coconut oil, um, activated charcoal, and a little bit of mint. Love it. My teeth feel better than they ever have. Okay, so enough of that. We got to get into clearing. I'm going to go ahead and share this video with everybody that hasn't made the call so we can get this information out there. Thank you, guys.